Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your boy 𝗜𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗡𝗡𝗟, the Terminator Lance. Today, we're back with another video. Woo! In today's video, we're going to talk about how I became a United States Marine. So grab your popcorn and crayons ready, because you're in for a wild ride. So every military branch has a culminating event that you must complete in order to earn their title. For the Marine Corps, it's the Crucible. In 54 hours, 40 events must be completed, totaling about 48 miles of non-stop movement, ending in a 9-mile hike to your respective parade deck. During the Crucible, you will climb walls, maneuver around barbed wire, all while getting yelled at by a redneck telling you don't belong here and you're never going to make it. So basically, it's like crossing the border. Speaking of rednecks, this is one of the last chances your drone truckers will ever get to mess with you. They will put you through hell, they will make you face your fears, they will eat. Just kidding. One of our joy truckers actually said this to us, and you know who you are. With that being said, keep in mind, these joy instructors still have a job to do. Their job is to break you down at the beginning of boot camp and mold you into this mean, green, killing machine that is a United States Marine. With that being said, remember, the last thing they want to do is hurt you, but it's still on their list. Not that anyone cares, but the hardest event for me was Stairway to Heaven. Stairway to Heaven is like this giant ladder. It's like 40 to 50 feet high, and it's constantly shaking in the wind. Let me remind you, I'm a little girl when it comes to heights. Like, I am terrified of heights. So once you finish all the events of the Crucible, you get like maybe a 2-hour nap. Then your drone instructors wake you up. Get ready for the hike. The hike to your respective parade deck on Parris Island. So I remember our hike starting out in pitch black darkness. So the drone instructors don't really say anything to you on the hike back to the parade deck. Like, you're just walking in pitch black darkness and just trying to motivate yourself to keep going and don't give up. So about at the 1 mile marker, I remember seeing smoke appear out of nowhere. And I'm over here looking around like, what the fuck, is the Undertaker gonna pop out or something? And lo and behold, you see a flare in the distance. Like, it was a red flare in the distance, and it's someone holding it. So as you're approaching this person holding the flare, you realize it's a Marine. And he's wearing a uniform. And he starts talking about a war that he fought in. And it's the most incredible, most motivational speech you will ever hear. So the next mile marker, you see another flare in the distance. And as you approach it, it's another Marine. This time he's wearing a different uniform. And he starts speaking about a war that he fought in. And then it hit me. By the 3rd or 4th mile marker, Marines were coming out with flares and uniforms of wars they fought in. Starting from World War II to Vietnam to the war on terrorism. It was the most incredible, most motivational thing I've ever seen in my life. And the greatest moment of boot camp that stuck out to me the most was the Vietnam veteran Marine. When he was done speaking, he put his flare out. And instead of leaving, he started hiking with us. So he comes up to me, puts his hand on my shoulder, and tells me, "Don't give up, son. You're almost there." And that meant a lot to me. You know, like when I was a kid, my father got deported, so I never really had a father figure growing up. And for a complete stranger to motivate me at a time when I needed the most motivation, it really meant a lot. And it's something that I will never forget. And it's something that I would tell my kids one day. So there's this bridge that connects Parris Island to the location where you do your Crucible. And not that many people know this, but once you cross that bridge, the drill instructors start singing cadence. Yep, you heard that right. This is the moment, not where you get your EGA, but in my opinion, this is the moment when you become a Marine. When the drill instructors start singing cadence, and they'll trick you into saying "aye, sir" when you cross the bridge, and they'll yell at you, "I'm a sergeant!" or whatever rank they have right now. And it's one of the best feelings ever. Like, finally, after months and months of getting treated like shit or making you feel like you're useless and you're never gonna make it, for that split moment, you truly feel like you did make it. I remember we got to Paris Island, and man, was it like a fucking parade. Like you're going past the gun range, you're walking past the female recruit barracks, and they're all cheering you on. Like recruits are like cheering you on, like they know you guys are doing the Crucible. Someone's ringing a bell. Like I'm not sure why, but there's a bell ringing in the background. Like 1 or 2 fireworks goes off, and there it is. You finally pass it. The "We Make Marines" sign. You stare at it for a good 2-3 seconds, and then you finally hit your parade deck. And at your parade deck, you finally, no best feeling in the world ever than taking off your pack and putting up your rifle. And you get in formation. They play this really sad, teary Marine Corps hymn, and you get an incredible speech. You get an incredible speech, and you get an EGA. But with that being said, keep in mind, everyone has a different opinion about the military and the Marine Corps, but just know this: every Marine has a story, and for some, getting your EGA is the best accomplishment, best feeling in the world for them, the best memory. Not every Marine gets married in their enlistment. Not every Marine comes back from deployment to open arms and a family. Hell, for my graduation, no one showed up. But I didn't let that stop me, and I will never let that stop me from continuing to be successful. And with that being said, I think you finally realized during the Crucible what it is to enlist in the Marine Corps. You know, it's not about the fucking Mustangs, it's not about the money or the women, it's not about the name, it's about sacrifice. It's about humility. It's about putting others before you, even if they're a complete stranger. And with that being said, I would like to thank everyone so much for listening, for watching. This has been a very interesting and humbling experience. Have a great afternoon. God bless. And once again, thank you. I'm 𝗜𝗙𝗢𝗙𝗢𝗡𝗅, 𝗔𝗓𝗏𝗔𝗡𝗙𝗢𝗏, and I'm out.